This video will show you how to create a simple inlay using VCarve. I will walk you through all the stages and then show you the results. I'm going to create an inlay using two letters, VK, from my logo. I'm going to be using pine and white PVC inlay. Let's get started. So the first thing we have to do is create a new job. So once you've opened up your VCarve program, go to the Startup Tasks and then create a new file. We click on that and then we're looking for, it's single-sided, job size, mine is 10 inches by 4.5 inches. And it's 0.77 of an inch thick. The material is going to be zeroed on the surface in the bottom left hand corner, and we're going to click OK. And now we've got the size of our work area. So then the next thing we're going to do is create a text file. So we're going to click on text, and in my case I'm just doing VK, nice and simple. I'm using Arial, but you can use other types of text and fonts, and we're going to make this 3 inches high and then close. Then we're going to go to transform the object and we'll just check it in the middle, and there we are. We've created the two letters for our toolpath, so now we need to go to the toolpath, which is on the left at the top, and just click on that, and then you can see the toolpath menu on the right. And we don't want the first view when it says toolpath operations. We want to go to the very end where it says inlay toolpath, and the first thing we want to do is choose straight. Now this one is to cut the PVC, the white PVC. We want to create two letters cut out so they are going to eventually insert into the pine. So we know the PVC is 4.4 of an inch deep. We're going to select an end mill, which is 3.175 millimeters. Select, and the number of passes to cut that out we're going to reduce because it's only PVC. It's very easy to cut, so we want to reduce that wrong way, to probably 4 probably will do it. That's okay. We've got to make sure our letters are highlighted so they're pink, and then everything else is set. So the inlay is male inlay 1, and we're going to call that PVC. That's the material we're going to put on the CNC machine, and then we're going to cut it. And you can see there it's basically going to cut out all around the letters. So the next thing, we can close that then, and then we can save this by clicking on save, and we want to save selected toolpath, which is at the top, and it's going to be in G code. Again, you have to select that for your machine. Save toolpath, and either you've got to create a folder, so we'll create a folder and we'll call it VK inlay. Seems as good as any. We'll create that, and now we're in that, and then we can mail inlay PVC. We're going to save. Okay, so we can untick that now. In 2D, make sure the letters are highlighted, so they should be pink, not black. There we go. Then go to toolpath, which is top left, and you can see it on the right. And we want to go toolpath operations right to the very end again. And this time we want to come down to the female and we want pocket. And again, the depth we want to cut wants to be at 3.7 inches, because that's the thickness of our PVC. Although I cut through at 0.4 on the other toolpath, that was just to make sure it cut it right through, whereas actually the depth is 0.37, sorry. So that said, we need the same end mill that we used for the other. We don't need the number of passes again, although we're cutting pine, it's 5 should do it. Okay, we want to go offset, and now we want to work out the pocket allowance. Now this is the amount of give. So when you put the PVC inside this pocket, it's going to be too tight if it's perfect. It's just going to, it'll probably split, or you just won't be able to do it, and you'll be sanding parts down on a big hammer probably. Whereas if you actually have a bit of pocket allowance, in my case I'm going to do is 0.02 of an inch, but you probably need to experiment with that on your machine. Then we need to call it PVC, pocket inlay 1, and it's pine we're using this time, and we're calculating, and now you can see the pine, and you can also see, if I rotate, it doesn't go all the way through, and these are going to be, these blue bits are going to be removed, and this is where the PVC letters are going to be inserted. So we now have got the pocket inlay. We need to close that, save the inlay, the pocket inlay pine, go to save, we've selected the toolpath, save, and this time so the folder's already open, and we can save it. And then we can close that, and we are complete. All we have to do now is take the files to our CNC machine, load them up, and whichever file you're going to do first, make sure you put the right pine in or PVC. So that's why we've labelled it pocket inlay pine, which in theory you're going to put the block of pine in. And once you've done that, you take it out, remove it, load up the PVC file, and it'll cut out the outskirts of the letter. And that's all you have to do.